Welcome back. Today we have Sergeant Sarah Sturdivant joining us. Thank you for being here today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to have you because we have a lot to talk about. The Salvation Army is doing quite a bit after Hurricane Helene, and so I want to talk about what it looks like locally before what we talk about happens across the state of Georgia. So locally, what are you guys working on?
Locally, we've been able to serve over 100 meals so far to neighborhoods affected by the power outages. It can be hit or miss in these neighborhoods as far as who has it and who doesn't, and we're trying to find those people and get them something to eat, some comfort, some emotional and spiritual care if they want it, and just reach out to them and serve as best we can.
All right. And on a statewide level, I mean, Georgia was hit by Hurricane Helene pretty hard, and so Salvation Army yet again stepping up. What do those needs look like for communities impacted by Hurricane Helene?
There are so many counties right now that are still without power, some without water, some affected by some major flooding, and our canteen units are just out there trying to service those individuals who are affected by this storm and offer them food, offer them water, snacks, emotional, spiritual care, whatever it is that they may need. We're out there trying to provide that for them.
All right, and a big thing that we are seeing via social media is, you know, there's a list of items always that people need, but you had mentioned something we were talking prior is there is a demand really to have monetary donations. So can you kind of explain why we're seeing a need for monetary donations and what is needed?
Yes, so of course, you know, water is always needed. Food is always, you know, welcome. However, in some of these areas in which we're serving, it's difficult to get those items to them. So if you give us a physical case of water, we still have to transport it to the areas affected. So the best way for us to serve those in need effectively is a monetary donation, because we can get that money out to the field very quickly, and then they can go to the local stores, big box stores, whatever it may be, and purchase those items with that monetary donation.
That's right.
And have it like that.
That's right. And I mean, there are some really staggering numbers, just the impact that the Salvation Army is doing. And so I want you to bring out your phone. I know you have some numbers on there that we're going to talk about today. Tell us about what Salvation Army is doing for these communities. What are those numbers?
So in Georgia alone, we've already served over 40,000 meals, over 8,000 meal kits, over 27,000 drinks, over almost 10,000 snacks, and we have 29 active mobile feeding units out there serving. As far as emotional and spiritual care is concerned, we've been able to make contact with 810 individuals who needed that care. We've given out over 1,200 food boxes, over 1,500 cases of water, and we have 3,888 hours logged already just so far of volunteer hours, people out there serving, giving up their free time.
And it's not stopping anytime soon.
No, it is not. It is not. This is going to be a big effort for a little while now.
Okay, and so it really is incredible. The Salvation Army is always, you know, the heartbeat of the community. What does it mean to you, even being here in Macon, seeing the Salvation Army continue to help Georgians out? What does that mean to you, and why is it so important that you're helping out people after Hurricane Helene?
I love watching the Salvation Army come together, and not just those officers and soldiers and members, but the volunteers that come from all over the community, giving up their free time to come and serve alongside us to help our neighbors, to help get everybody back on track, help everybody who doesn't have water, doesn't have electricity, and just serve them the compassion that you get to see in that, the love, the stories that you get to hear. It's unlike anything else. And those who are out there literally on the front lines, not just Salvation Army, but our first responders, they are really doing an incredible work here for our communities.
All right, the work does not stop here. Salvation Army and other local efforts helping out Georgians after Hurricane Helene. If you want to find out how you can get involved, or if you want to donate monetarily, we'll have all that information on our website, 41nbc.com. Thank you so much for being here today. All right, stay with us. We'll have more news and weather after the break.